Ready and action. We are here to talk about eating the frog. Girl, what are you waiting on? Follow me on Instagram, like, comment, subscribe, and click that bell notification. Hey, welcome and welcome back to those of you who are new here. My name is Tiffany and I'm a full-time mental health and substance abuse therapist bringing you food, lifestyle, and mental health content by way of deep dives. Today we finna dive right in that thing. Okay, girl, we can swim. We be doing some deep dives. So we're going to continue this whole talk about discipline and all of that stuff, but I have like a super easy solution for the people who lack discipline and or you've just simply been struggling. So we are finna eat a frog, girl. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I actually like fried frog legs. Had it one time in Houston. Okay, don't get off track talking about food, girl. Focus. We are here to talk about eating the frog. To start this all up, systems breed success. You have to have the proper systems in place to actually be successful. So forget mindset, forget all of those other things. You have to have the proper systems in place to breed success. So we are here to talk about one system or strategy that you can use so that you can become successful. And that is eating that frog. Okay, so I'm gonna read the quote so that I can make sure that I get it right. So the quote is, if it is your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. Part 2 of the quote says, and if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. So if you got to do something that you don't want to do that thing first thing in the morning or do it first, okay? And then if you got to do 2 bad things, that's not really what you're trying to do the hardest one first. Do the most difficult one first. Y'all, I was in the IB program when I was in high school. I don't know if you know anything about that, but baby, those classes I'm pretty sure they was harder than my college classes, okay? But I had this one Spanish teacher who was very intense, Senor Kessel. And Senor Kessel used to drill it in our head in the 9th grade, work now, play later. And what that meant for me, or what it means for me now as an adult, is you have to do the difficult things now to get to where you want to be later on, okay? You will not understand how glorious and satisfying it feels to actually experience success until you go through some pain and difficulty. So you must work now, play later. I don't understand why we neglect some of the systems that we had in our lives when we were little kids, because those same systems could be the very thing that makes us successful adults. So think about the systems that kids have in place, right? Kids got a bedtime. They know, like, when 7 o'clock come, it's time to go night-night. When 6 o'clock come, it's time to cut off all electronics and gadgets, okay? Night-night. Don't come out your room, okay? Why do we forget those systems when we become older? Okay, kids have systems. Kids go to school, after the work is when they get to do the extracurricular activities, because those are extracurricular. They add on to, okay? When kids get home from school, they usually get a little snack, but they got to do their homework first before they can play video games or get their tablet. Work now, play later. If you must eat the frog, eat that thing first thing in the morning, because typically we are at our peak in the morning. Our minds are fresh. If we actually got enough sleep, we have the most energy. Our minds are kind of like working at lightning speed. Get that thing done in the morning, boo, okay? Eat the frog is a perfect concept for people who like to procrastinate. This is so good for you all, because you just be like, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Again, high school quote, English teacher. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes, because today is today, tomorrow is tomorrow. Yesterday was yesterday. But by the time tomorrow comes, tomorrow is now today. Are you tracking? Are you peeping what I'm putting down? Tomorrow never comes. Today is the day that you must start. Today is the day that you need to eat that frog because you have been putting it off for way too long. You said 5 whatever years ago that you was going to start budgeting, and you ain't started budgeting yet because tomorrow never comes, okay? So eat the frog is also good for people who avoid. Okay, so this is good for the people who don't have progress or who are not seeing progress on some of the important things that they need to accomplish. Next, this is really good for your indecisive people, the people who have like way too many options. So they're like, I'm not going to do anything at all. Look, I'm tired. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to just go to sleep. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to just go to sleep. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to go lay down. Tomorrow never comes, girl. Then that same thing be there the next day. It's just like people who become addicted to drugs. Y'all know I got to get in my therapist bag. When people become addicted to drugs, most of the time they're attempting to numb the pain of some trauma that they have already experienced in their lives. So they got the problem over here of the trauma. Now they got the drugs over here. And now the drugs have become a problem because the drugs were once a brilliant strategy. It was a brilliant strategy to numb the pain of what was going over here. But now the drugs have become a problem of its own, baby. Eat the frog. Tackle the thing that actually needs to be tackled instead of ignoring it and going and laying down, okay? So this is also really good for people who just seem to be extremely overwhelmed. I know that being overwhelmed and or busy is very popular now. Baby, I don't want to be busy. I might want to be booked, but I don't want to be busy. Okay, I want rest. I want relaxation. I want ease. I want calm. That's what I want. So for the girls who feel overwhelmed, eating the frog is a very good strategy for you. So I would say that eating the frog, like when you're thinking about like budgeting as like a tangible example for you. I don't know if you all are familiar with Dave Ramsey. He's highly problematic, but some of his strategies are good, especially if you're trying to get out of debt. So Dave Ramsey always talks about this principle called the snowball effect. So let me look at my example. So if you got a credit card bill that's $200 that you're trying to pay off, you got a medical bill that's $500 that you're trying to pay off, then you got your student loans that's $100K. So you organize your debts by the smallest debt to the biggest debt. So you make your minimum monthly payments on all of those debts. Once you're done paying off your $200 credit card bill, you take that same monthly payment that you were paying for that bill and now you tack it on to the medical bill. So if your minimum payment for your medical bill is $20 and your old credit card bill was $10, and you take the $10 from there plus the $20, so now you're paying $30. So it just adds up over time. Okay, so the good thing about the snowball effect is that once you get started and you accomplish that first one, you like, okay, I got this. I did that first one. Okay, now we ready for the next one. That's the same concept for Eat the Frog. Once you get that hardest thing done, you like, okay. Okay, I got this, okay? And the good thing about Eat the Frog, unlike other mindset shifts, is that it's so simple. It's literally asking you to do one thing. That's all you gotta do. You gotta pick that one thing that is the most difficult for you to manage, and you just do it. That's it. You just do it. And then if you wanna do it good, you're gonna start preparing yourself the night before. Let me tell you something about me, baby. If I could look like this and not work out and still eat whatever I want to eat, I would do it. I would not work out. I might go for a little run every now and then for a little ego boost because I want to maintain my speed as a runner. But girl, I would not be working out 5 times a week. No, ma'am, no, God. Okay? But because I recognize that it is important for my health, I do it. And I do it first thing in the morning. I get up at 4:30 a.m. Baby, one thing about me, I'm going to eat that frog and I'm going to get it done. Okay? My alarm is set for 4:30 a.m. I am at the gym by 5, sometimes 5:05 a.m. I am walking out of the gym between 6:15 and 6:30 a.m. And the very first thing that I have done for the day, I did for myself. Put some respect on my name. I am getting it done because I cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay, so I fill my own cup first by tackling that frog, and then I am able to fill others up. That's another benefit of eat the frog right there, is you're not pouring from an empty cup, and you got that self-efficacy going on. Well, dang girl, I think that's about it. We got it done. And you know what? That's how it's supposed to do, because we ate the frog on this conversation. We talked about the hard stuff. We got straight to the point. And that's it, girl. I ain't got no more. Y'all better eat that frog. Pick that one thing that is extremely difficult for you to do, that you know you got to do regularly, and drop it down in the comments to let me know what's going to be your frog that you need to make sure that you tackle on a regular basis, okay? Until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.